Hi, and welcome to Young Minds of Udaipur, a series where we shine light on the inspiring journeys of young professionals shaping this magical city. Today, we are in conversation with someone who has not just transformed skill but confidence as well. Joining us today is Dr. Swati Tripathi, a renowned dermatologist and the founder of the Mahi Clinic. With over 16,000 followers on Instagram and growing clientele, she has become Udaipur's go-to expert for all things related to skin, hair and nail health. So let's welcome Dr. Swati Tripathi. Hi Swati and welcome to Young Minds of Udaipur. Firstly, I love the vibe of your clinic. I think it's very positive and very soothing. I feel any healing environment, it should be very, positive, soothing, and it kind of helps. So when I entered the clinic, I was like, wow, what a positive aura.
Thank you.
And
We
environment.
worked on it a lot, definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm happy you liked it.
Lovely. So, first thing first, tell me, Swati, if I can call you Swati, Dr. Swati.
Sure.
So, how did your journey start and what drew you towards dermatology? And was it like always the plan to get into this field?
So basically, so my mom is a big skincare junkie, frankly, and she faced a lot of issues when I was very young. So a lot of acne, not with chota kind, like big nodular cystic acne, and she used to get treatment, and I've seen her go through that phase, where she would literally try anything and everything. And then I myself went through that phase when I was in college. It was really bad acne.
Yeah, it's very painful acne.
It is very painful, and I would wake up in the morning and there would pus everywhere, and it was just did a bad number on my self-confidence. My self-confidence just went down. So I then kind of became more into skin, more into dermat. I wanted to know more. I wanted to read more about it, and
deep dive into the topic,
dive into the topic, and I decided that I'm going to major in this only. So yeah, that's all.
What about Mahi Clinic? Like, how did the idea of Mahi Clinic take shape?
Actually, we just went with the flow. मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि मेरा clinic होगा. Frankly, I was very much ठीक है चल रहा है types,
Yeah.
But then afterwards, I don't know, something just clicked, and you're like, okay, let's do this, let's try this, let's get this, and slowly, steadily, it just kind of started taking shape. And Mahi's name is very close to our heart because it's
what is the name of the word Mahi?
Basically, it's named after my late father-in-law. His name was Mahendra, so we took the first 4 initials of his name, and we were searching ki Mahi kar dete, so it came out like gift of God and everything. On Google pe dekha, okay, let's name it.
You were
Mahi
very close to your father-in-law, I guess. That was
the see, I wish I could have been, because as soon as we got married, within a month or 2 he passed away. But all that I've heard about him and all that I know about him, I just I know that he was a good person, so I wish I could have known him better. But unfortunately that couldn't happen, so we decided to name this after him.
Lovely. Must be very inspiring, to so I feel skin issues often go beyond the surface, it affects your self-esteem, confidence, your mental health. So kind of how do you navigate that emotional side of your profession?
The emotional side of my profession is okay. So the thing is, after a while, you have to have your own boundaries.
Right.
I do feel the distress and I do empathize, but after a while it gets very overwhelming. So for me, my boundaries are very important. Right. So I do empathize and I do the best that I can.
But there's a professional boundary that you always maintain, I guess.
It's a professional plus like my own emotional boundaries, because at the end of the day, I have to go back and be a mother, be a wife. I'm not just a doctor all the time, because a doctor is just what I do. As a person, I have to guard my mental health.
Obviously.
So
That
not
is
just
equally
be like
important, yeah.
it's very important to have those kind of boundaries so that it doesn't overwhelm you. Does it seep through at the end of the day? Yes, it does. You know, but I just try my best that it doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't break the dam. Per se.
right. Maintaining
Like that.
boundaries, I think, is very important,
It's very
especially for
important.
doctors, surgeon. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
you deal with so many patients every now and then.
Most
and
of, like 90% do respect the boundaries, but there's that 10% who don't. You know, so I like to no.
Yeah.
It's not about them. It's more about safeguarding my own mental health.
Right, of course. Is there a case or a patient story that really stayed with you? Like you still remember, like, oh, this happened, or maybe it can be good or in a bad way, whatever you want to share.
So many, and I don't like to remember bad. You know, our brain has that tendency. Which
Yeah, we
just
only
like
remember the
leans,
good ones.
Like I try to. I actively work on it because our brain just kind of always leans towards. Oh, there's that bad thing that happened
Yeah.
with us. So I don't want to remember the bad. So this one good that I do remember is it still stays with me. When I was in my post graduation, so there was this one patient who used to come. She had leprosy, and she comes in, and you know, I was supposed to do the whole workup, and you know, we have to examine the patient, do a slit skin and everything. Now she has been coming for a very long period of time, and mind you, she was. You know, as you see, I saw her, I was like, हाँ ठीक है, you know, let's examine and everything. And my God, she was so sharp. And she literally lives like एक छोटा सा hut में on a mountain somewhere. And जो उन्होंने मुझे बताया.
Yeah.
And I loved that so much. So sharp, that woman, and she knows what exactly क्या चल रहा है, क्या नहीं चल रहा है. She wasn't clueless. She was in complete control of what is going on.
Yeah.
And this woman was so badass. Like she's supporting her family. She's dealing with leprosy. दिन रात काम कर रही है. Medicines ले रही है.
Such an
जो हो
inspiration,
सकता है सब
yeah.
कर रही है. And I was so inspired by her. You wouldn't know, like इतनी पतली सी छोटी सी, and she wasn't that old. She was barely like 24, 25 years old. Not that old.
And we crib about those little things. I mean, we should, you know.
I was very inspired by her. So we kind of developed a nice friendship, and I got her shoes and whatnot, because she was like, okay, I'm on the mountain. So उसके क्या था, बार leprosy में obviously there's no sensations at the bottom of your feet. Like they just go after a certain point of time. So she would always get these sores, and I was like always bandaging her sores, and she would come and फिर से हो गया. कि यार क्या कर रहे हो दीदी, कुछ तो like कुछ तो करो, ढंग से करो. तो she looks at me very angrily and she goes, जूते नहीं है मेरे पास, क्या करूँ? तो then I was like, नहीं है. तो for me, I am privileged, so I had no idea. जूते नहीं है मतलब कैसे? Shoes नहीं है. तो she's like, नहीं है. तो फिर then I got her shoes. तो but okay, the funniest part is that she kept those shoes aside for special occasions. She still kept wearing her slippers, and I still kept bandaging her sores and scolding her. But yeah, we developed a nice friendship.
We don't look at those struggles, right?
I mean, I, in spite of that, you know, I love the way she would come and scold me, you know. नहीं है जूते, क्या तुम्हें नहीं पता चलेगा. तो वो हो जाता है, you know, when you are young, and people do. There are a lot of positive people, and they do,
and they inspire you, and you kind of grow with time. I think your patients also help you grow.
And the story stayed with me because, my gosh, so smart, so you know, she persevered, and how, you know, I was very blown away by her.
Yeah, that is a very inspiring story, I guess. So your Instagram, I think I love your page. Firstly,
thank you so much.
It's filled with all relatable reels and, you know, all those tips that you give. So even humor, like what made you step into digital world, like, and how has that experience been like?
So, frankly, it's required these days.
Yeah,
it's not
very
an
much
option.
required.
It's not an option, you know. I am a very private person. I wish I could just say, sit and
Do
just,
your own
do
thing,
my
yeah.
thing and not go through the whole thing where I have to
Right.
make reels or videos or edit them or whatever. But then it's a requirement, because if you're not on a digital platform promoting your services or telling people what you're doing, then what are you doing
Yeah,
at the end of
exactly. I
the day?
just feel there are a lot of doctors now also,
Yeah.
dermats or, all these things, and you have to be on digital media.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just becomes difficult. How will you attract more clients and patients?
And plus, there is a lot of misinformation out there. So, my goal was always like, yeah, okay, a lot of people are posing as dermatologists and are giving out this fake information. I would rather, dispel that misinformation
Right.
if somebody chooses to follow me or see what I'm talking about. So, as a doctor, that's also kind of our responsibility to dispel that misinformation.
Right.
Okay, we are dermatologists, we have studied skin. We
Right.
haven't, you cannot compare us to people who have done like a 3-week course or
Exactly.
a 2-week something, and now they're posing
There's
as
a lot
dermatologists.
of wrong information
Lot of wrong
nowadays.
information. So
Just-
my goal was just to dispel that misinformation, and obviously you have to be on social media now. I've started kind
to
of
build
started
your
having
network, I think that is also
I
important.
have kind of started having fun with it now.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's fine.
Yeah, fun with information. I think we all look for
Kind of,
those
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
reels. And so any funny or unexpected DMs that you've received on your Instagram?
I've received a lot of rishtas actually. I was and rishtas, and there was this really funny message where this girl was trying to set me up with her friend, and I thought that was hilarious.
When you're not married, you're talking about?
No, I'm married right now,
Achha, right
present.
now.
So a lot of, so I was like, you have to scroll through my reels, dear.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm married. And oh, okay, I'm so sorry. So I was like, you are a good friend, but no. So I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, but you kind of ignore those things.
I ignore those things. And the most hilarious ones तो ये मुझे लगते हैं because I find them very funny. But most of them are just related to please cure my acne in 2 days or kind of.
Acne, I think, is very painful. Also, people are dealing with from last
fall and everything. It's just people want like fatafat these days. No, it's a whole marathon. It's not a race.
Yeah.
So you have to be slow and steady, and you'll get there for sure.
But have you faced any, there was some patient who came up to you and she or he said that, okay, I'm dealing with this acne, but it's not healed, it's been few months, a year maybe. So how do you tackle those patients where they are with so much emotionally, they are just dealing with a lot of things? So
Well, I tell them that we do have the technology for the same. I go through whatever they have taken, whatever medications they have taken, and then I try to change whatever I can, and I try to kind of convince them to get other technologies, because most of the people I come across are very resistant to new technologies. So we have the Acure laser, we have the long pulsed as well, and all of these lasers kind of work really well on acne, and sometimes even something as basic as chemical peels. But
do you think it's a permanent cure or it's a process?
No, it's a process. And I also, the thing is, see, I also tell patients to do a little bit of lifestyle changes also. Now, you have to exercise, you have to eat clean also.
And
you
even
have to
hygiene
focus,
is important.
You have to focus on yourself. You cannot just expect that ek din I wake up and magically my skin is clean. That doesn't happen.
Patience and a whole, it's a process, I guess.
It's a whole consistent process. You cannot expect things overnight. So if you have been distressed for 1 year, my first question to them is that, okay, you have taken the medications, but what lifestyle changes have you made?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I'll just change this salt or that salt or whatever. Okay, you don't want to go with any of the procedures, but you have to make certain lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
If you're not sleeping, you're sleeping for 2-3 hours, and you are just having Diet Coke or soda all the time,
course,
and a lot of sugar, and if
then
you
will all get on your skin eventually, I guess.
If you're mentally unwell, if you're extremely stressed out or distressed, then it will reflect on your skin. Your skin is
sooner or the later it will.
Your skin is not going to glow if you don't feel good on the inside. It's a
Stress.
reflection.
I feel stress is something we all are dealing with.
Absolutely.
And also
Everybody.
pollution, I feel. The environment outside affects.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so why Udaipur? Like, why is it like, what is it like building a modern clinic and brand in a heritage city like Udaipur? Like, was it difficult? What
Yeah, it was difficult because initially when I never thought I would have a clinic. First of all, I had started in my mom's garage, and वहाँ पे गाड़ियाँ वगैरह पार्क करते थे. फिर उसके बाद COVID hit and I don't know, some switch flipped. And I was like, nee, I can't, I have to start my own practice. And my mom was very cooperative and she converted that into like a small clinic. It's literally like a chota sa room. And initially I never thought I would get good machines. I was always like, ठीक है जैसा चल रहा है वैसा चल रहा है, whatever. And then some switch flipped and I was like, why not? You know, what is stopping me? Like, why not?
You sometimes need to invest in things so that,
why
for long
should I look
term.
at the city and why should I believe what other people are telling me? Other people are always telling me, oh, ये नहीं होगा, ये नहीं होगा.
They always try to pull you down. Sometimes, some people, they do.
After a certain point of time, you get tired of hearing that no again and again, or ये नहीं होगा, ये नहीं होगा. So that's like, why not? What is stopping me? And the only person who's stopping me is me.
Exactly.
I mean, they are not doing what I'm doing, or maybe
Right.
they are, and it's up to them. It's their life. This is my life, so I gotta do what I want to do. So
I just feel there are a lot of noises out there when you start something, when you struggle,
there are
to
enough
achieve
noises
something.
in your head, yeah. Enough noise in your head, enough that there's that little person in your head all the time telling you can't, you have to actively shut it down all the time. So आपके खुद के दिमाग में इतनी सारा noise है, इतनी सारी गंदगी है, आप बाहर की भी गंदगी ले रहे हो, तो फिर तो आप how will you survive, Here, your presence is going to trigger a lot of people. Just you existing, you're not doing anything, you're not harming them, you're literally not doing anything.
Right.
But your very presence is going to trigger a lot of people. So you can't always shrink to accommodate that, Ki, oh, I'm triggering this person, or this person has a problem with me, or she hates me, or he hates me, or he left a comment, or they are saying ki, oh, ye pagal hai, and she's not doing well, or whatever. So if you keep listening to that noise and try to shrink yourself into a box, then you are being untrue to your own self, You have to get out there and live your life. You can't listen to the noise
I
outside.
think we should take all the positive things and your inner voice that says you can do it. Just
I was
think,
like,
go
watch
for
me.
it.
You're like, I'm done. Watch me.
Yeah.
ठीक है. It's okay. Like, you do your thing. I'll
Let
do
me
my
do
thing.
mine.
Hey, yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
my thing. It's fine. I've got one life. What's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to fail. ठीक है, the failure is going to be my failure. I'll learn from it.
I'll take that responsibility.
Yeah, I
at
take the
least.
responsibility.
Yeah.
I do it for myself. What's the worst that can happen? You fail. Okay. ठीक
Yeah.
है, कोई बात नहीं.
We'll start again.
I'll
It's
start
part-
again. It's my failure. I'll deal with it. कोई बात नहीं.
I understand. So, what's your relationship with your patients? Are like, are you friendly? Also, how are they like more aware about nowadays about their skin and wellness? I think a lot of people are now more aware and more cautious about how they.
Google. A lot of Google these days. But I do come across amazing kids these days, especially the young minds, as your podcast is. So they are amazing. I mean, they know their stuff and they are really well behaved, most of them. And they genuinely are open to take, getting procedures done or get, just taking care of themselves. They want to focus on themselves.
Right.
But most of the time I get people who just want, just give us like a nice routine which we can follow. I don't want to listen to the noise outside ki ye bhi serum. I would rather take your opinion. You tell me what I need to apply. So I get a lot of that. And I really do appreciate that. I was not expecting it. So the response has been amazing, yes.
Lovely. Can you, I am very curious to know, has anyone come to you and said, I want this night routine where, I want this glowy skin and all these things?
All the time.
Huh?
All the time. And the Korean glass skin.
Yeah.
And I want like ekdam new skin. So it's not impossible. It's fine. You know, you do a few. As soon as we go on to the fact that okay, I'll give you the serum, and they're ready to do procedures also. Everything.
Yeah.
As soon as we enter the topic of lifestyle changes, that is where the train stops. वो तो नहीं हो पाएगा.
But tell me, are there any side effects of these procedures that we do?
Not really. So lasers are radiation free devices, so they don't have any side effects.
Okay.
Now you may deal with little bit of PIH also, post inflammatory hyperpigmentation, which may occur post laser procedures. And you know, most of the time we do explain it to the patients that this may happen, and you need to consult me immediately when you feel like this is happening,
Yeah.
and this can be corrected also easily. So
It's
we
mostly
don't-
short term. It's not a long term side effects. There are no such.
It's short term, it's long term if you don't go and see the dermatologist again. You know, if you kind of refuse to do anything about it and just cry about it, okay, oh, this happened and now it's my life is
Yeah.
ruined. No, you go and see the dermat. We can take care of it. That's what we are trained to do. You know. So
Also,
yeah.
tell me, some people go to like 2-3 different dermatologists. Like, is it okay, or is it like you should
No.
stick to one?
So we kind of call it doctor shopping. You know, it's like so I get a lot of that. That is also very common. Like I have shown like 6 dermatologists, and I'm like, so I'm the lucky number 7.
They are like,
thank
यहाँ
you.
work नहीं कर रहा है, तो maybe it will work here, it will
Actually,
work there.
it all boils down to your lifestyle changes. It all
Yeah.
boils down to how consistent you are. That's what I keep telling them कि भाई the salt remains the same. जो आपको सर ने या मैम ने ट्यूब लिखी
Yeah, it
है,
will-
same tube I am going to write for you.
Right.
You know, max to max, it's going to be packaged in a different way and renamed, or maybe we'll change the actives or whatever. But at the end of the day, what boils down, the whole thing just boils down to you. How are you? How consistent are you with yourself? Are you true to yourself? If I tell you to reapply sunscreen, or you know, even apply sunscreen, are you
Yeah.
doing it or not? So that's what I tell people. ठीक है, I'll give you the name of another doctor. You can go to him also.
Right.
You know
but
what?
I think people, mostly patients are very impatient. Like, they
Yeah.
want results very fast. Like,
But
why it's not improving?
you have to focus on yourself. You focus on yourself. You do your skincare properly, and yes, you will get results. Results कहाँ भाग रहे हैं? अगर नहीं आते तो yes, we do change the salts and everything. But I always
Yeah.
tell patients कि ठीक है, you know, you have been to so many dermatologists. Now, if you have a chronic disease, I understand. I completely understand. But to few things, if you work on yourself, that will make everything that we are writing work better.
Right.
You know?
No, I just feel that you should stick to one dermat, and then maybe, you know, take the meditation, be patient, and things will eventually improve, I guess.
नहीं है patience.
नहीं है, बिल्कुल नहीं है.
I personally think कि one dermat and be consistent about things. You know, if you're not disciplined, if you're not consistent, nothing works.
Right. So tell me, what were some challenges that you faced while building Mahi Clinic? Like, as a women doctor, as a founder, what
Again, like mostly the noise. You have to
Shut that noise.
Yeah, you have to shut that noise out. And नहीं हो पाएगा, कैसे होगा, क्यों कर रही हो, and all that. And most of the time, what I usually faced was कि okay, I don't know if I should. There's a lot of cancel culture here. You know, that's what I've personally experienced. I did not feel that in any other cities that I was in, but a lot of cancel culture here. So that was a.
You're from where? You're from, not from Udaipur?
No, I am, but I studied outside most of the time.
yeah.
I wasn't really used to the, you know, how strong the cancel culture is.
Right.
So, but the thing is, the community is also very supportive. ऐसा नहीं है कि, you know, if they really like one person, they'll keep going to that one person. But for me, it was a little bit. Initially, I was a little bit shocked by it. Then I got, हाँ ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. That's noise. Let's
That's
just
noise.
shut
Yeah,
that
you have
out
to
and
do that, I
go
guess.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. If you could go back to earlier days when you were preparing and you were finding your way, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Just stick to it. It's okay. It's all right. You know, do not make rash decisions for sure. Don't do that. I mean, I was very hot-headed, so don't make rash decisions. And just stick to it. It's okay, you know. Even if you feel like you're not good enough and you cannot make it, it's all right. You know, we're gonna
things
go
will
for
fall in
yeah,
place
they'll
eventually.
all fall in place, and
Right.
it's gonna be all right. So I would just give her like a giant hug and tell her it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, so sweet. So now it's the time for quick skincare myths.
Sure.
So we'll quickly bust some skincare myths in about 30 seconds. I'll just say a statement and you can say true or false and give a quick reason for that. Yeah?
Sure.
Ready?
Yeah.
So drinking more water gives better skin.
But true, but don't overdo it. You
Yeah.
know, you should keep yourself hydrated for sure,
Right.
but it's not wholly responsible for a good skin.
There are a lot of other factors.
Yes.
Only oily skin types get acne.
Not really. No. If you have a very dry skin and if your pH balance is kind of out of whack, then you can also get acne.
Yeah, it has to be balanced, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
Right. Sunscreen is only for summer.
No, that's a big myth. That's false.
Yeah.
Sunscreen protects you from ultraviolet rays, and ultraviolet rays are present throughout. So just find a sunscreen you like and stick to it. That's
And also,
it.
do you have to apply it like every 4-5 hours?
Every 3 hours actually.
3 hours,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And like I said, just find a sunscreen you like and stick to it. Nowadays there are sunscreen sticks and sprays and whatnot. So this reapplication का भी झंझट इतना नहीं है अब.
Right.
So just find something you like and stick to it.
Okay, perfect. Natural DIY masks are always safe. Like
Not
those home
really.
remedies, no?
No.
Yeah,
I've
it can
seen
react
a lot
actually.
I've seen more burns with lemon. I've seen people who have applied tuna on their face.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
tuna, literally tuna.
Oh, God.
मस्सा और चूना लगा के आकर के उसके ऊपर and deep chemical burns, mind you. And I've seen more side effects and burns with the and neem paste if they have ragdoed on their skin desperately.
Oh, God.
So I've seen and toothpaste. I've seen reactions, bad reactions to toothpaste also pimples पे लगा करके आ गए.
Oh God.
And I've seen baking soda और vinegar और पता नहीं क्या क्या लगा लिया face पे उससे deep chemical burns हो गए. So I've seen more side effects to the DIYs than to actual medications, frankly.
Yeah, sometimes those home remedies are very risky.
No, I mean,
I
you
once
can't just-
applied those, what is that, malai on my face, then it kind of reacted. Though it's very natural, but it,
You never know, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's clogging your pores, so you will start having acne then, you
Yeah.
know. And aloe vera is fine, you know. I'm okay with aloe vera, but then you mix like nimbu and tomato and just a lot of patients will come in and they'll be like, oh, lesson रगड़ लिया यहाँ पे ना,
Oh,
or
God.
dermatitis,
Yeah.
full-fledged infection. And there was this another home remedy nahi easily available over the counter thing. Na? There is this one lotion. I can't say the name obviously, but there's this one lotion and it's horrible. They put it on their fungal infection and they literally deep burns करके आते हैं fungal infection के ऊपर. And then they also get these over the counter steroid combinations, so triple combination creams for whitening and for fungal infection. It's so bad for you. Why would you willingly apply such a strong steroid on your face in active infections? You know, you're not supposed to. Those are prescription drugs.
it can react on your skin. You should ask your dermatologist before applying
because
anything.
it causes skin thinning. आपका skin heal नहीं होता है, आपके बाल आने लग जाते हैं face पे, आप पे छोटे छोटे दाने हो जाते हैं. And when you go out in the sun, you cannot tolerate the sunlight at all. So, and you have to keep. So it's basically your skin gets addicted to these medications. You know, those triple combinations that they give you. And you have to keep applying it. Otherwise, your skin just kind of starts reacting badly.
What I personally feel, what has worked for me and for my skin, apply less. I just feel sunscreen is fine, but don't apply too much of everything, like this
Yeah.
cream, that cream.
Skincare
Don't
has
do
to
that.
be fun. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a punishment, you know. Whatever works out for you, you stick to it. Like I said, you find what works and you stick to it.
Yeah, because there are a lot of people, you know, they'll say, try this cream or try this, you know, this is a new, nice brand, but don't do it, you know.
If it works for you, whatever is working for
Yeah.
you, stick to it and find a good sunscreen that works out for you. You know, yeah, you're applying one cream on your face since for 10 years, it's fine. Just find a good sunscreen to add on
Sunscreen,
to
I
it.
think less is more. I just feel.
No, sunscreen you have to apply
No, not
3
sunscreen. Just a lot of like
Yeah.
that night care routine, that morning
you don't
routine.
have to complicate it. Just
Yeah.
find one thing you like and you apply it and reapply it.
Right.
Just be consistent with it. Consistency is the key.
Right, absolutely. So what's next for you and Mahi Clinic, and any new plans or dreams in the pipeline?
Just acquiring more and more machines, frankly. That's what I've always been. I'm very passionate about lasers that I work with.
Yeah.
And I love experimenting with new technologies and bringing new technologies. So that's a dream, like more new technologies here.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think that much into the future. I'm just like, yeah, okay,
Go
you
with
know,
the
let's,
flow. Yeah.
let's just go with the flow. ठीक है, जैसा चल रहा है वैसा if it's meant for me, it will come to me. It's
Right.
as simple as that. And no matter एक साल में नहीं, 2 साल में नहीं, 5 साल में, whatever. If it's meant for me, it will come to me. So I just like to go with the flow and work hard. That's all.
Yeah. And I think consistency and maintaining that discipline is important. And eventually, I think things
the
will.
only thing that keeps me sane is you know, the discipline that I follow. You know, if I don't follow it, then आपको खुद ही अजीब लगने लग जाता है ना at the end of the day.
You
What
become
am I
lazy,
doing?
you become like ho jayega and all
Yeah,
of those
yeah.
things.
What am I
Yeah.
doing? Like, why?
Absolutely. And finally, what does being on Young Minds over there mean to you? Like,
I absolutely love the fact that you have got cue cards. I absolutely love the fact that you had a script ready. It was very professional. I
thank you.
absolutely love the fact the script was with my name, with questions designed for me, and it wasn't like somebody else's question and you like scribbled out somebody's name and just wrote my name under it. That is, and I love the way you've come prepared. I love the way you are so professional and very direct with your questions. So I love that, and
thank you. I think that's the
it's
basic,
really,
I feel, when you are into this.
You
So I
are
think
doing a great job, and I love
Thank
being
you.
here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That is really sweet. So thank you so much for being on Young Minds of Udaipur.
Thank you.
And it was amazing to hear your story and get a glimpse into your world. I feel you're just not treating skin, you're healing confidence. And
Thank
that
you
is
so
truly
much.
beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much and wishing you all the best for everything ahead.
Thank you.